everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Where we starting?
All right. Well, the FBI executed a search warrant yesterday at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in Palm Beach, Florida. And that is part of an investigation into the handling of presidential documents, including classified documents. These documents were supposed to go to the National Archives, but apparently they may have been brought there, according to people familiar with the situation.
He just kept the documents?
He took them with him to Mar-a-Lago, even though it was supposed to go to the National Archives. And I was watching the news this morning. They said it looks like some of the things he tried to flush down the toilet. Some of those documents.
As they were doing the raid?
Probably before or when the search warrant was executed.
He wasn't there
but
when they did the
raid. But they did say, some of those documents, it looks like they had been flushed down. They had documents that were flushed down the toilet when I was watching the news this morning. Now, the FBI search included examining where documents were kept, according to another person familiar with the investigation, and boxes of items that were taken. Following the National Archives recovering of White House records from Mar-a-Lago in recent months, the FBI on Monday had to verify that nothing was left behind. Now, Donald Trump's son, Eric, went on with Sean Hannity on Fox, and here's what he had to say.
Sean, my father never got so much as a speeding ticket in his life, until he made one decision, and that's to go down the escalators of Mar-a-Lago and spend a lot of money and go and actually fight for this country for the first time. And he did a better job than anybody has ever done. They went after him. They went after all of us. There's no family in American history that has taken more arrows in the back than the Trump family every single time. And you know what? It's gone on past politics. You look at the attorney generals, you look at district attorneys all over the country. All they want to do is they want to get Donald Trump. They raise money on it. They send fundraising emails about it. They brag on camera about it.
All right, now, the National Archives, which, what they do, they collect and sort presidential material. They have said that previously at least 15 boxes of White House records were recovered from Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort, including some things that were classified. So in early June, a handful of investigators went to the property seeking more information about potentially classified material from Trump's time in the White House that had been taken to Florida. Now, Republicans are furious about this. Senator Rick Scott of Florida, who leads the Senate's GOP campaign arm, tweeted out that search was part of a history of the Biden administration's going after its political opponents without providing any supporting details. A separate source said that it is Trump's team's understanding the investigation is related to the transfer of documents from the White House to Mar-a-Lago, and that agents seized several boxes of documents. And according to the Republican National Committee's chair, they suggested that the FBI activity was a partisan attack. Countless times we have examples of Democrats flouting the law and abusing power with no recourse, and the only way to stop Democrats is to elect Republicans in November.
Well, I'm going to talk about it more during Donkey today, but there's nothing to celebrate here, people. I see folks on social media dancing and celebrating and laughing. Like, if this doesn't lead to charges, none of this matters. If they don't charge him, none of this matters, and this will just make him more invincible, make him look more Teflon. When they actually charge him and you see Trump on the front page in handcuffs, that's when you should say, okay, great, the FBI is doing their job. Because I told y'all one of the 4 things that needs to be done to protect democracy is to hold everybody accountable who had a hand in this attempted coup. And if this is leading to that, great. But right now, it's nothing to celebrate. It's just noise.
And, they're also talking about how having this investigation so close to the election is problematic, but they did not say that when they were investigating Hillary Clinton in October before the election. So it's just interesting now that the tables are turned. It's an issue.
Why would it be problematic for them? It's not like Trump is running in this election coming up.
Well, they're saying it's just close to Republicans. He represents Republicans. The Republicans are furious, and they're saying that they're trying to turn. And he is also endorsing people who are running for office.
Did they check on
that? Yeah, but that ain't gonna stop nothing. All of these people that are riding with Trump and whoever he endorses, they don't care what these folks do because they think that it's a witch hunt. That's why it's imperative that they charge him with a crime. Because if they do all of this and nothing comes of it, all he can say is another witch hunt. Once again, they've investigated me and found nothing. It makes him more invincible, makes him more Teflon, makes his people love him more.
Now, Senator Lindsey Graham tweeted out, we're 100 days away from the midterm elections. President Trump is likely going to run again in 2024. No one is above the law. The law must be above politics. However, launching such an investigation of a former president this close to an election is beyond problematic.
Well, they've been investigating them.
So this is your front page news.
I wonder if they checked under the mattress for all the papers.
What?
Because, old people, they hide their stuff under the mattress.
Well, Trump, that's where the whole flushing of the toilet thing comes. Because that's what he's one of those old people that gets mad and rips things up and tries to flush them down the toilet.
They'll never find it.
Gotcha.
Well, they got
clogged
pictures. I forgot who. Somebody wrote a book,
that
and they got
clog the toilet?
they got pictures of the papers with his handwriting in the toilet.
No, I was
Actually have
kidding
actual
when I
pictures.
said they'll never find it. I don't think you can flush things down the toilet and think it'll never be found. Wouldn't that clog up your toilet? Like, you're not supposed to flush paper down the toilet.
Well, you can if you cut it up. All right. Anyway. All right. Well, let's talk this out. Let's open up the phone
Doesn't have
lines.
a
I'm just
shredder?
curious. 800-585-1051. Has your house ever been raided?
No.
Charlamagne? Mm-hmm. Me? Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it when we come back. 800-585-1051. Has your house ever been raided? I mean, it happened to the president. Has it happened to you? Maybe it happened to your mama. Maybe you were there.
No,
and it happened to your daddy.
they definitely came to my mom's house. They
Yeah?
definitely came to my mom's house.
Yeah, they definitely came in my house. Door off the hinges and all that. We'll talk
No,
about
they
it.
didn't kick the door down.
Oh, they kicked the door down on me. We'll talk about it when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.